Oh yeah. Ha ha ha. Happy Monday. It is Monday. What's up, traders? Good morning. It is Shimano Trader. Welcome to the show. 6:01 on the West Coast. Up bright and early for you guys. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Mine was kind of chilled. Found a new show on Netflix. It's called The Designated Survivor. I just like those type of shows, man. I really do. Anyway, welcome to the show. Hope you guys have had a great weekend. Let's get it started here. Yeah, man, it's Monday again. I'm not kidding when I tell you, man. I look forward to Mondays. I love to trade and just thinking about getting the week started. I'm like chomping at the bit to get the week started. So let's get ready for our setup. We got some pretty exciting things happening in crypto this week. We're approaching the all-time highs on Bitcoin. That should be fun this week. See where we end up. Market is sitting at all-time highs today as well. I don't know, man. It's kind of feels weird up here. You know, everybody's in this euphoria state right now. Everybody thinks, no, just put money in anything and you'll make money. But anyway, we're about to get started here. All right, let's see how this music does here. All right, just want it low in the background. You got to get this transition down a little bit better, but we should be okay here. All right, traders. Let's see what the day has in store for us today. Let me see what screen you guys are looking at. You guys are looking at my spider? This is Boeing. Yeah, this is the spies right here. And why does it say Peloton? Let me check something out real quick. We want to be on SPY. There you go. Those are the charts we want to be on. All right. All right. So you want to make sure you guys look at the same thing. All right, there we go. All right, man, let's see what's going on for the day. So Bitcoin crosses 65,000. Technical. You know what? I wanted to slow the music down a little bit just because we're just chilling right now. So hang on a second here. Yeah, let's do this one better. This is more chill. There we go. Slow it down just for the start, you know what I mean? Just to get it going. We ain't got to get too crazy. All right, traders, let's top. We're going to go over the keys to the trading day. This is brought to you by Verified Investing. Follow them on X at Verified Investing. This is Gareth Soloway's business, and he's probably losing his ass right now on Bitcoin, shorting Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin crosses the $65,000. Technical analysis dictates that this is a key level, the first pivot high from 2021. Watch to see if it can hold for the day. If so, 69,000 may be next. Equity futures are flat to slightly lower. Shares of Apple continue to stay weak while semiconductor stocks continue to show gains. Nvidia is trading higher again. U.S. national debt jumped sharply last week. Now sitting near 34.5 trillion. Debt will be hard to control as interest payments balloon due to higher rates. Man, it is a crazy world, man. All right. Late Friday, it was announced that SMCI and DEC would be added to the S&P 500, being a momentum stock. Super Micro is surging over 10%. A note SMCI will go from the biggest holding in the Russell 2000 to one of the smallest holdings in the S&P. That's pretty amazing. So SMCI and DEC are moving from the S&P 5 are moving to the S&P 500 from the Russell. So they're going to be the smallest stock in the Russell. In the S&P, and it's one of the biggest holdings for the Russell. So wow, I wonder how that impacts the Russell. And then natural gas is jumping sharply Monday morning, now trading just below $2. Technical resistance is at 205, then 225. But it appears a momentum shift has taken place in the commodity. So if you're natural gas, you're a nat gas girl, a nat gas gal, looking good on the natural gas front. And then gold is flat, but holding the breakdown from Friday. Oh, the breakout. Yeah. Gold is breaking out, guys. If you guys are curious about fine metals, gold is definitely in a cup and handle pattern. I've been looking around the net, and I think I saw some cup and handle patterns on the gold front. So I think on all on multiple time frames, gold looks solid. And then non-farm payrolls reports headlines this week's releases. So non-farm payrolls reports headlines the week's big releases. So non-farm payrolls will be released this week. This will come on Friday at 8:30 a.m. Wednesday's ADP private sector employment will come out at 8:15. So we got job reports and non-farm payroll reports on Monday, and then we got the ADP private job sector employment report coming out on Wednesday morning. Some economists are now saying zero rate cuts from the Federal Reserve this year. Wow. The Fed Watch tool is still pricing in 3 cuts starting June 2024. Wow, that's the first time I hear something like that. Yeah, man. So, yeah, now they're talking about not doing any rate cuts. That's wild. All right, my mic always seems to get loose every once in a while. I think that I'm always fidgeting with it. That's kind of what it is. All right, man, let's get into the setup for SPY. Good old SPY. All right, so let's get ready for it. So this is what we're looking at for the daily on SPY. So check out SPY, man. SPY's been, ever since we breached the 200-day moving average here, been nothing but up. We're probably looking for a return to the means here on the 200-day moving average, but it has yet to happen. I don't know about you guys. It's been so cold out here. All right, so let's do so looking at this is still remaining above the 5-day EMA line. It looks pretty solid there. Let me see, remove this trend line. So we're going to do the pre-market setup on this real quick. So let's get to our 30-minute chart here. Blow this baby up. All right, so our expected range. You guys did the video with me last night. So let's grab this active and make this drawing. We're going to put this sucker up here. That is your previous day high right there, ladies and gentlemen. And then our previous day low is right here. Let's grab this. Wow, look at the range on that day, man. Pretty wild stuff. I think this is as low as we got here. So that is your range on the SPY. Previous day high, previous day low. Let's grab this pre-market high. And yeah, we're sitting kind of around right here, so right, yeah, it's pre-market high there, and then our pre-market low, it's still in flux right now, so we're gonna grab that and kind of sit it right here for now. I don't know if this is where it's gonna stay, but let's check it out. There it is. Boom. All right, so we got our levels set up now. Pre-market low, pre-market high, previous day high, previous day low. That move on Friday was something to witness, man. If you guys were trading on Friday, that was pretty incredible. All right, so let's minimize this and let's get to our levels here. 30-minute chart. We'll make this 15. And we're gonna keep it like that. There it is. There it is. All right. Let's zoom in a little closer on this. All right, that's our levels for the SPY, and we only set levels for the SPY. Apple's popping a bit on that long-term support line. My line may be different than everybody else's, so keep that in mind. Usually there's something like that happens. You have people drawing a little bit different trend line than you may be drawing. All right, but meanwhile, we're gonna watch the SPY here. There we go. So we want to see. And then S&P, man, all-time highs, all-time highs, all-time highs. All right, Boeing continues to sell off. We do have an expected range on that. And I really wish we were able to maneuver our charts a little bit better. I'm sure there's a way. Hood's popping on pre-market. Not sure why. Let's see what it says. Dogecoin Shiba Inu left in the dust as Robinhood Europe list catapults dog with hat 20% higher. Hey man, somebody said on Twitter that um, that there's a lot of risk out there just because these meme coins are popping a bit. So yeah, trade carefully out there, guys. Do not get greedy, man. And then SPR is they're talking about a buyout candidate for Boeing, so we'll see how that works out. Should have a nice opening this morning. Oh, that morning coffee, guys, is so good. All right, so there you go on Apple, man. See if Apple is, I mean, kind of sold off overnight. Put was probably the way to do it. All right. Lyft. Oh man, Lyft is popping. Really, something happened overnight. What happened overnight? Demystifying Lyft. Insights for 12 analyst reviews. Lyft shares are trading higher after RBC Capital upgrades its stocks from sector perform to outperform, and its raises price from $17 to $23. RBC upgrades Lyft. So Lyft got some upgrades this morning. That's why we're seeing a little bit of a pop on Lyft. Then Fisker. Fisker is just a spec play, but it actually popped this morning by a penny. It popped by a penny. And Bob was probably our only loser going into the opening session this morning, and we did take a position on it overnight on just before market close on Friday. So we did take some overnight positions on Friday. We're gonna see how it works out this morning. Yeah, SPR is a spec play. SPY is kind of at the bottom of the pre-market low there, so it may create a new low for us on the SPY. Yeah, Hood looks good too, man. Especially with this crypto play. Bitcoin's on another level this morning. We hit that $65,000 level. Broke out of a bull flag pattern too, man. Where's oil this morning? 80. Man, energy, man. Energy is a big talking point right now. Like energy is getting more expensive. A close above 80 on oil. We're going to see some upside on oil. I think Gareth said maybe all the way up to 85. Yeah, but that's definitely a concern there, guys. The price of oil spiking the way it is. $15 minutes to market open, guys. All right, sports fans, Michael Evans reached a 2-year deal with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right, traders, then the breaks. Okay, got a little bounce here on SPY. That was pretty cool. Let me see. Let's activate this. Let's see if that means anything. All right, guys, we're getting ready for the market open here. 6:15 on the West Coast. Hope you're having a great Monday morning. Don't worry, you guys are at. I don't know if you're in the East Coast. It's 9:16. Excuse me, man. I'm still dealing with a little bit of cough. I got like a cough attack last night, man. I don't know where that came from. Hey, man, I'm excited to see the market open this morning. I think we're going to be up pretty nicely on some of our positions. Bob was the only one dragging us down. Target, maybe a little bit of Target came right back down to our entry level. So Target's got earnings tomorrow. Is it before the market? Oh shoot, it is before market open. Ugh. I think Target has a great earnings, man. I think that the stock's been beat up enough, and my wife's still going to Target. I don't know about yours. Yeah, SPR is a little cheekly on SPR there. I try to get out of that as quickly as possible or secure some profits there. But other than that, traders, man, market definitely overnight kind of flat, like your ex. Yeah, man, I think we're well positioned going into this morning. Just got to watch the plays, man. Got a lot of plays out there. That all makes it a little bit nervous. Makes me a little bit nervous. And then Tesla, let me see. Let me extend this. Is it rectangle 23 or rectangle 12? It's probably 23 because it's one of the newer ones. So let's extend this out to the end of the week here. Oh, I should activate. I just want to edit it. Edit it. Okay, let's go to the bottom right value. Let's push this out until 2 weeks out. Just want to keep pushing that out. And we can bring our point back to, yeah, I don't need, oh yeah, it's that gap fill. So this is a gap fill. Can I put, oh, here it is, gap fill. You know, one of the things that I've been learning too is you got to learn the platform that you're trading on. And I've been trading on Thinkorswim for years, and sometimes, yeah, see, now I can see what it means. And sometimes I've noticed that I have a lot to learn, and there's so much in the Thinkorswim platform that I'm sure we're just scratching the surface. But I think a big key of being a strong trader is understanding the platform that you're trading on, and then also utilizing that knowledge to execute trades or to position yourself, to give you a little bit of a, you know, it's all about being efficient with your time and with your strategy, I think. So all right, guys, we got about 10 more minutes until market opens. 10 more minutes till market opens. Let's get ready to trade traders. So where's Boeing here? Boeing is still the middle of the range. Peloton's got a little bounce there. That's interesting. All right. Yeah, Boeing's got that nasty downtrend here. Kind of like that a little bit more, huh? Yeah, it's got a lot of. I think when I was going over Raider Trader with this one, right, we talked about how it's going through an accumulation phase. I mean, to make no mistake, I mean, Boeing has had some real crappy marketing here, but at the same time, man, make no mistake, Boeing is a huge company. This company's not going away anytime soon. Look at the volume profile on this. Ever since that sell-off on it. Oh, that coffee, guys. But you notice here, look at this earnings report here back in April of 2023. It was minus 127, minus 82, minus 326. That must have been horrible. But something happened on this earnings report here of October 25th, 2023. Well, I think that's when the market, that was the market bottom. So this whole move here has been, there's a gap fill here too. That's interesting. That's a nice gap fill. Gaps up here, gaps here. There's gaps everywhere on this thing. I hadn't seen this one though. Just so many gap fills here on. Hey man, that's interesting here. This little gap fill here. Does it get filled? I'm gonna leave it on here. I hadn't seen that gap. I mean, there's gaps everywhere, guys. Look, there's a gap here. I mean, there's a lot of gaps here all over the place. So I don't know necessarily how much strength this might have, but yeah, dude. And then once it sold off right here, and then I think I don't know when the news came out, to be honest with you. Here's 2023 though. Yeah, so if we look at the range here, let's look at the weekly one, see what it looks like. So we look at the weekly move here. So yeah, see the moves don't seem that big after that. Look at this W pattern here. Boom, boom, boom. This is a double bottom almost. That's a good signal there. And then so here's a little pop and drop. What happened wow, this is weeks of decline. This must have been this sell off. I don't know, man. What time frame is this? A week? And this is what day is this? Oh yeah, October sell off. And here's the bottom of October. Here's that signal, man. There's that little doji, man. It looks like a doji, right? That's what a doji is. And then we so now we're right back down to the levels that we were. See, like it's almost like we're right back down, and then we're bouncing off the 200-day moving average here. So this is I think Boeing is approaching a bottom here, just based on this real simple analysis that we're doing here. 200-day moving average, pierced it, broke through, bouncing again, it bounced right off that line here, that 200-day moving average. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're at a good place to accumulate Boeing or to go long on Boeing, also. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Oh, I don't even know if you guys are seeing that screen. That sucks. Yeah, so I'm not even seeing that screen because I was on the wrong screen. All right. Yeah, Boeing looks good, man. I think Boeing looks good here to start accumulating at these levels. That's what the Tesla cost at these levels. I got about 7 more minutes to the market opens, guys. Let's get ready to rock. Let's get ready to roll. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Man, I don't know. SPR looks like it's going to dump at open. I hope not. But it does look that way. Tesla looks really weak, man. It's starting to get back into that gap fill that had such a hard time filling. And it is sitting under the 5-day EMA line. It's my little heater. Yeah, man. It's getting morning out here. 6:24 on the West Coast. Guys, let's get ready to trade. Got a little pop on the VIX this morning too. A little pop on the VIX. It's actually reclaiming the 5-day EMA line. Something to be interesting about. This is what happens when you guys look at charts enough. You spend enough time looking at charts and studying. You start to kind of develop this like skill trained eye for things. I love it, man. I wish I can say that it's because I make thousands and thousands of dollars every week but it's just being here, man. Just being here, being in the action, and having a horse in the race, I guess the best is saying. Hey, Lyft, man, still looks hella strong. That move on Lyft this morning, man, we should have some nice gains this morning off of Lyft. I don't know how many shares of Lyft did I buy? Unreal. Oh shoot, man. We took a hell of a position on Lyft. From 16 to 17. Wow, wait a minute. Is that 16 to 1748? What is that? 70. God is so good, man. Amen to that. Minus 16.30. Oh shoot, man. That's $300. God, hope we hold. That's already at the top of the range for Lyft. Wow. This morning might be incredible. This month is going to be amazing. I know it is. All right, man. Just looking around, guys. We got about 4 more minutes of the market opens. Let's get ready to trade, guys. Where are you at? Where is your mind at? Where is your mindset this morning? So as we're getting ready to trade, starting to experience just stress and experience the anxiety that comes with being a trader, I ask you to just take a moment to, breathe, relax. Don't get too fidgety. Don't try to make $1,000 in the first 3 minutes of the market opens. Just relax. If you chart it this week like we did last night, then we know where our levels are at. We know what we're looking for. And we're just going to try to be patient through the process. I'm most likely going to change the strategy label on my channel and make it swing. I think there's value in hanging on to trades and staying in trades longer than just a few minutes. I think you should have a scalping strategy, but you should also have a swing strategy as well. And I think if you do that and then compare notes, you shall be able to see some of the benefits you're going to realize as a result of trying to just, trying to look at it from the long term, compounding your gains. Yeah, man, SPR looks like it's going to go right down to the open. Oh, Apple just broke through that line of support, guys. Wow. Puts her in play for Apple. So Apple just broke that major support line. Looks like we're selling off right now, guys. I don't know what's going on in the market right now. It looks like we're selling off a little bit here. All right, we got about 2 more minutes to market open. Let's get ready to trade, guys. Let's get ready to trade.
Ready.
That means we even got to change our music, if you can believe that. Yes, we even got to change our music. I had to keep building this music list. Actually doing much. I was pretty happy about some of the stuff that we did. Yeah, we'll switch it up right now. All right, got 2 more minutes to market opens, guys. Let's get ready to trade.
Ready.
Are you ready? Yeah, man. Apple's dumping. Apple's probably a good put play this week. Trade carefully, guys. There's a lot of negative sentiment on that. Yeah, we have a little bit of some red candles across the board here. So I don't know what happened. So just check for any news. I need a good news ticker symbol, something that. All right, guys, let's get ready here. Let me shut up. All right, we got about a minute to go. You guys, let's get ready to trade. Yeah, it's about to go down. All right, traders, we got less than a minute to go. Good luck today. Trade smart, trade safe. Don't be greedy. Stay patient. Watch your levels. And let's get some money. Let's make some money, guys. All right, good luck, traders.
Ready.
I got about 20 seconds now. 20 seconds. We do have a little bit of a pop on the VIX. All right, here we go. About 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fight.
All right, guys, we are live. Let's do it. All right, guys, trade safe out there. Wow. All right, just going to stay patient here. See how the market plays out this first couple of minutes here. Apple, a little bit of bounce down Apple. Probably, short the pops on that. Hood. Baba, man. Killer. Oh, yeah, nasty on target too, man. Yeah, Alibaba's killing us right now. Lyft giving it back up a little bit, but let's just be patient here this morning. See how things play out. Yeah, Tesla at that 197 average. SPR looking solid. I think Apple's a good put. I'm looking already at Apple puts already. You broke that. All right, got filled there. So we're gonna take Apple puts at 175 puts for the week. So we're in on that. See how that plays out. Tesla selling off there. $175. It's expensive. All right. Well, that's our put play for the week. That's our big play for the week. All right, continue to look around, guys. SPY, nice little bounce off that pre-market low there. All right, hopefully that's the level here. Let me check. Yeah, bump it up here a little bit. That's it. Yeah. Peloton selling off there. Hood. It's a little pullback on Hood as well. Yeah, we have a little bit of a sell-off here, guys. Trade carefully. Yeah, took a little bit of a pullback on that. Lyft giving it back up. Target selling off a little bit too. It's got earnings tomorrow. Yeah, things change so quickly, guys. All right, I don't know what's going on with Baba. Baba's selling off pretty hard. Fisker selling off hard. A lot of things are selling off right now. I got burned on Baba again. Tesla breaking down. Yeah, a little bit of a cheek lays on Baba selling off pretty hard. Lyft bounced off the EMA lines. Fisker's down as well. SPR pumping hard. SPR 34, 34, 33. New high on SPR. Buyout candidate. ARK's been a loser this morning. All right, watching Tesla hit that that line of this line of support here. See how it acts at that level. Our only play this morning has been Apple puts for the week, so that's all we're in today. I think Boeing's in a good accumulation phase here. I think Boeing at 200 is solid. It's a solid level. And Target selling off hard, guys, and so is Baba. Just trying to scare trying to scare you out of your positions again. Target might pop. Lyft has been a banger, guys. Lyft is the move. Yeah, hopefully it's streaming well. Boeing still below the 5-day EMA line. All right, looks like there was a little bit of a dump at open, but starting to recover nicely, except for Target. Target's really selling off. So's Baba. Those are our losers this morning. Fisker. All right, we're doing good here. All right, yeah, we had a little bit of a dump at the open, but things are looking better right now. Lyft recovered nicely. People are taking profits at open. No, hang on a little bit. Yeah, Tesla breaking support here. This line of support. Hitting towards the bottom of the range there. All right, ARC selling off, Peloton selling off. Baba's bouncing a bit, so's Target. When there's a time to jump in on Target. Fisker down 5 cents. Should have closed that one out. All right, looks like a little bit of a bounce here on Tesla. See how that reacts. I think I need more monitors. Wow, look at the breakdown on Tesla. I wonder what happened there. Yeah, I don't mind, dude. I'll just add a little bit more to my position on Tesla. All right, we'll take those profits there on Spirit. Just don't know what's going to happen with it, so might as well just take it now. So we sold at 33.81. All right, so that's our should have sold at 34, but we'll take it there. We'll take it there. Just too many stocks to be watching, man. SPY, look a little weak there. 15-minute charts there. Lyft looks good. It's funny how we sell our winners and keep our losers. Yeah, Alibaba, that hurt us. Alibaba and Target hurt us. Peloton's been a loser. We're just trying to hang on to that. $10 on them. Fisker. Whoa, that's been the winner. Lyft has been the winner. Big time. Yeah, Peloton selling off too. Target getting a little bit of a bounce there. Fisker. And then, Apple's 175.76. Yeah, it's doing good for us right now. I'm going to stay in here. SPR, kind of, we're out of SPR here, so. So let's get rid of SPR, huh? So we're not watching it here anymore. Where are we going to put it at, though? Let's put it with our... Put SPR here. I'll put TGT over here. That might have been a good call there. On that pop TGT. I'm going to put a target here. Watching the sell-off here on Target a little bit. We like Boeing though. I like Boeing, so I'm gonna keep an eye on Boeing too. Wow, Tesla's major sell-off, guys. I don't know what's happening with Tesla. So's Baba. Jeez, man. Man, yeah, interesting. Ever since that happened, that was the top. I got right in at the top, right at the top. I saw it too, and I went against it. BA selling off still, ARC selling off, Piton selling off, Hood looking strong. Lyft looks like it's about to explode again. Feel like adding to our Lyft position. All right, getting a little bounce here on SPY, looking good. We're hitting the bottom of the range on Tesla here, 193. Looking at calls now. So far, our Apple's playing out real good. 194. Where are we at? 194. No, 205 would be crazy. It looks like Baba maybe found a little bit of a floor there. All right, Spy's nice recovery here. Watching TGT and Tesla hit the bottom of this range here, 194.53. That's the bottom of the range, guys. So that's why I'm looking at this. Damn, 212 for 200. Oh man, we're about to be in the money on Apple. Oh, it'll be good to add here. Add shares, maybe. That's what I'll do. Instead of taking options on it. All right, Hood looking good still. ARK selling off. Soul's Peloton. Not sure why. Damn, Baba. Find a floor. Where are you at? Right here? Damn, that was the last bottom. Okay, so we'll add there. 172.18. All right, we'll add there. Yeah, look at SPR, man. Good call on SPR to get out of that. Yeah, major breakdowns, man. Breakdowns are happening right now. I think they're trying to shake us out on Target, though. It looks good. Yeah, ARK and Peloton selling off. Lyft like it's at the top of the range right now. Probably do that. All right, take that profit, no problem. All right, so we sold our Lyft. Probably not the best move, but I mean, I don't want to hang on to these guys for too long. 1752 was our sell. So 17.52. Gonna close this out. 3-4. We'll make it red. Yeah, we caught the whole move there on Lyft. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. Yeah, we're eating it on Baba though. Baba's killing us right now. After this major gap down, I should have known better. All right, Spy's hitting that. I mean, Apple's hitting that 175. We're right there. All right, Tesla's now at the bottom of the range, guys. So, well, just going back to my notes here. So Tesla was expected to have a $9 move. So it already hit that $9 move to the bottom of the range. You have to have, I mean, the probabilities of it going higher. Let me check it out. 193. We do 97, 197. Let's do 197. We'll do that. We'll take that. It's a big trade, but we're going to take it. All right, so we'll take that. So we're taking Tesla calls at 197.50. 197.50 on that. So we'll do 197.50. What was I doing here? Drawings. It's quite a risk, right? Because it's selling off so aggressively. But we're gonna do it. No money, no honey. All right, so we're right there at our average. Getting Apple a little bit of a bounce there at that put level, that 175. Tesla's already paying us. That's how quickly that thing pays. That's why I like Tesla so much, man. I mean, it's a really risky stock, but there's an alphabetical order. But I am already in Tesla, right? Oh, I'm all out of Tesla? Wow. I did close all that out. What do I have here? 10 shares. $194. All right, let's wait up on that then. So we're 194.09. That's our average here. 194.09. All right, that is our average there. Calls there. Still getting a little bit of action here. All right, looking good here. All right, our Apple short looks good. Hood continues higher. We should probably add to Hood here. Let's go. All right, Boeing still selling off. All right, so we've taken a position here on Tesla, trying to go for 197.50 calls for the week. Pretty expensive contract, but we're gonna stick with it. See if we can get a little bit of a bounce. It doesn't take much. We're at the bottom of the range. It gives me a high probability trade just off of that idea. So that's the trade idea behind that. SPR selling off. Baba, still no recovery there. I don't want to average down on that yet. Lyft, we did close out our position. That was good. Look, sold right at the top, it feels like. Yeah, there's something to be said about just not second guessing yourself. That's weird, huh? Not a single one. Yeah, solid. All right, continue to see Apple sell off there. A little bit of a resistance there. 51.30 on the S&P. Looks like we're probably gonna stay flat, like the futures projected. Yeah, Baba, man. Ugh. Yeah, Target selling off big time too. It's down $3. There's a little bounce on Tesla. Nice. Yeah, Tesla's up $21 already. Honestly, feel like adding shares too. Oh, wait a little bit. Man, Baba's still selling off. So's Target. We almost hit our price target on Apple. Man, Bitcoin 66,257. There's a sight to see, man. 66,328. Bouncing on Tesla, looking good there. Apple's resuming its downtrend. Yeah. I'm gonna hit our daily goal already. Yeah, Baba's in this gap now. Yeah, it's in this gap now. Still inside this bracket here. This candle move was incredible, man. The target hitting that 200-day moving average here is right up against it. Is that what we had said that in the morning, huh? Yeah, that's sell-off for Target in the morning. I don't know what's going on with that. Well, Apple might breach this 175 here. It's approaching that level. Man, no relief for Baba. Lot of stuff selling off. Yeah, Target. Yeah, we're gonna continue to fall here. Maybe we should close out our calls here. I think those are negative now. Oh yeah, Tesla's negative now. Tesla's negative, but we, we'd be premature to do that because we're at the bottom of the range here. Same thing with Apple. Yeah, with Apple, we're also at the bottom of the range. Just something to keep in mind there. There's your break on Apple. Yeah, it doesn't take much for Tesla to give you money, man. That's for sure. SPY looking good. Futures looking good. Little pop on futures right now. Let's see what that means for us. I gotta get rid of this Fisker. This does nothing. I don't even should even have it on the screen, to be honest. All right, there's Tesla bouncing a bit here at 183.79. Trying to get 197.50. It's a stone throw. Yeah, I wonder what's going on. Oh, man, excuse me, guys. Boeing about to fill that gap. Yeah, Baba's sounding off, but we've got this. Let's see if it meets there. Why is it sounding off so hard, dude? There's that level. Let's see if it does anything there. SPR selling off. Lyft selling off too. Let's see if Baba. That was the bottom for Baba. If not, man, what a sell off on that. And Target too. Little bounce there. Yeah, we've got a long way to go, man. Be premature to close that out right now. Even if it got a bounce. The hell we listening to? All right, so Boeing's about to hit the bottom of this bracket here. I like Boeing at this level here, so we're gonna see how it reacts to this level. All right, Baba just broke through that level of support here. You can see a lot more downside on that. It's eating all our profits too. All right, at the end. Oh man. All right, continuing to watch here. Boeing is approaching that bottom of that gap fill. Baba might have found some support there. That might have been the bottom of Baba. I don't know if I want to average down on that. Got Apple, you know, kind of hanging around here at this 174 level. 175 level, I mean. Little bounce on Tesla there. Maybe a relief there on that sell-off. Yeah, hood looks good. Hood looks good to add. Yeah, and Lyft is giving it all up. We sold right at the top, man. We top ticked that. I'm doing on hood here. Let's hold up. We'll hold up. There's no need to be adding. There's no need to be adding just yet. So let's all chill for a second here. See where our yeah, man. Stuff's hard to hang on to these gains. Yeah, Tesla's resuming the downtrend. All right, there's Target now. Came right back down to this level. 150, 153. Man, it went down $5. $3. Damn. Oh man, everything's falling, guys. Look, even Tesla is still gonna start cutting into our profits there. I like this level on Target to add. Seems like a really solid level here. Nice level here to add on TGT. If you wanted to take a position now. Yeah, seems like a lot of stuff selling off though, guys. I think Baba might have found a bottom there. I'm not sure. SPR rolled over. Lyft is selling off too. And we really top ticked that one. Have a bit of a pullback on hood as well. Tread carefully out there, guys. Careful out there. Puts might be the play. All right, continue to watch here. Tesla. Apple sell off. Looks like Target's going to have another candle to the downside. Meanwhile, SPY's kind of respecting a 5-day EMA line. We're going to keep an eye on that. Oh, bless me. Yeah, man. What's going on here with Tesla? Hope we don't get burned on that. Gotta stay patient though, traders. Do stay patient. Yeah, man. It's definitely a little bit of a sell-off in the market this morning. Let me check some. All right, guys, 7 a.m. on the West Coast. I am Shimano Trader. This is The Spread, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Broadcasting over the Tradecaster airwaves. I am Shimano Trader. Follow me on Instagram at Shimano Trader. We are watching our trades this morning. Watching Apple sell off pretty hard. And then Tesla sold off pretty hard at open as well. Hasn't found support. But it feels like it's filling this gap. That has to. I think this is the gap, right? What gap is this? This is the big gap. Oh yeah, this is the big gap, right? That we're in right now. Yeah, we're in the. This is called the. We'll say the. What's it called? Earnings gap down. That's what that is. So we were talking about earlier today about just knowing how to use your platform properly so that you can execute trades. Yeah. So we're in the gap down right now. We're in the gap, the Tesla gap here from earnings. We're in that earnings gap right now for Tesla. So it looks like we filled it all the way to the top. And now we're filling it all the way to the bottom. That 205 level is a bitch. So yeah, now we're breaking down on Tesla. Yeah, it's kicking our butts right now, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll just add to that position here on Tesla. All right, let's find a little bit of support here, maybe. Yeah, so 7 a.m. I said, so we've been open for 30 minutes. Man, I've been in these trades. It feels like it's been going on all day, and it's literally been 30 minutes. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with ARK, guys. ARK's selling off, though. It looks like Lyft might have found a little bit of a support there. The gap up this morning at open. All right, Tesla's accelerating. It's down. What was this yellow line here? Oh, this is just an area of support. Things were wicking down here. I will push it to the end of the week since we're in this week anyway. See how that goes. Yeah, Target's continuing to go down. And then Boeing has filled the gap to the downside. It looks strong. It's still respecting the 5-day EMA line here. Looks pretty strong to me. Should probably add to that. It's going to raise our average. It's okay. $16.83 didn't make that much of a difference. So this jam rocking out. All right, there's the average on that. All right, Tesla might have found a bottom here, maybe. Apple, you can sell off as much as you want, Apple. I'm good with that. That one had the biggest move, right? I think it was Target who had the biggest. Yeah. Oh, no, it was AMD. Well, we're not even touching AMD this week. We probably should have. All right, Peloton, back to this level here. What was it? Do we have moves on Peloton? Yeah, that's not an exciting stock, guys, at all. I mean, no, we watch it, but it ain't that exciting to watch. Boeing, 196.92. Yeah, that's I like Boeing at this level here, if I'm being honest. All right, so we're seeing Tesla kind of bounce off that yellow line here. That's been a kind of a level of support here. It's been a level of support, so we're gonna see how it reacts there. Apple might have found a bottom there too. Yeah, it makes a difference. All right, nice bounce on Tesla here, right at that level of support, that yellow level of support. I mean, a good sell on SPR. Really top tick that one. Same thing with Lyft. We really got those at the top. Even though some of our other positions are dragging our profits down, it's okay. Yeah, there's Boeing, man. I like Boeing at these levels. $197.98. No, it's not what I wanted here. Nice, rocking out on a Monday. What's up? Hell yeah. Good morning, babe. All right, see how that goes. All right, so we're taking a position there on Boeing. Just some shares, see how it goes. All right, nice bounce on Apple there too. It's a strong level, so we'll see how it acts. Close your eyes. Starting to feel like the market's finding a little bit of a bottom here after the morning sell-off. We're at the bottom of the range on BABA. Oh, that's interesting too. Nice, we're rocking out, guys, with the glow sticks. Nice. Yeah, we're hanging out at the spread, baby. Fisker. SPR. Lyft might have found a bottom there. Apple might have found a bottom there too. Nah, it's gonna get bounced down. BABA. Yeah, I think that's a good add-on for BABA. Let's do it. Screw it. We'll sell out if we don't get it. It's gonna bring that average down. It's gonna be like whatever. 74.45. Shouldn't do anything. Yo, these jams are dope, man. I'm liking these jams. Yo, shout outs to Techno Post Funk by Infraction. No copyrights, baby. Let's do it. Let's go. Just cash apping it all day, baby. Traders, let's go, baby. Damn, we're up $300. That's crazy. All right, Hood's starting to roll over a bit. That's concerning. We added a lot to that, so just keep an eye on that. Yeah, SPR is rolling over, man. Lyft is bouncing. We need to see that, especially on our calls. Nice little bounce on Tesla. I love this wick candle here. We got an hour. This candle just opened, but this might have been a really bullish candle here for Tesla. We've pierced the bottom of the range. Remember, we set this on Sunday night, and well, now we got to work our way back up. If our strategy should work like we want it to, that's what it should happen. We've already got to the bottom of the range there, so let's see what happens the rest of the week. I mean, it's just hard to believe that it will continue to go down below it. But then we watched Hood last week just pierce that top of the range, just keep climbing too. All right, so we added to our bobble position down here to average in. Let's see how that plays out. Yeah, Lyft is on its way back up. Apple's been a good play this morning. We took puts at open. Yeah, it's been pretty dead today. All right, no big deal, man. It's really not a big deal. All right, let's see if Tesla can recover here and start going to the upside. A lot of our shares have. All right, here's Boeing again, 197.84. See if we can get we can bottom tick this one. It's also at the bottom of this, right? Let's push it to the beginning bottom. Let's see if we can push it to the end of the week to see if it'll do it. It did. Perfect. All right. That looks good there. All right. So I see a little bit of a bounce here across the board. See if some of these stocks recover. Except for Apple. We want Apple to die. Peloton bouncing. Peloton is just a mess. Wonder why ARK sold off. Oh, it sold coin. Yeah, look at SPR, man. Good thing we sold out of that. All right, traders, continuing to watch our watch the sell-off on Apple. So we did take puts on Apple at open, so we're in the money on those. And then Tesla, we have calls. So if you guys were with me in for our weekly study of the anticipated moves, I have videos here on TradeCaster where we go over the anticipated moves. That's where you'll see some of my charts, like these green lines here, expected week, expected move, like this stuff here. And that's what's up with this. It should say 3.8. All right. But so what we did is the reason we took calls on Tesla was because we have our anticipated range, right? So I think Tesla had a pretty big range this week. So we had 22.11 to the top side and 193 to the bottom. Right at open, we already hit the bottom of the range. So if you guys have been watching those videos and we've been reviewing them, we can see that at times that range, that strategy is a good strategy. It's not 100% strategy. What is? But at least we know that for the anticipated move on Tesla, we're already at the bottom of the range. So I say worst case scenario, we drop way below the range, which is a rare thing. But best case scenario, we ride the bottom of the range. And, we've got a couple of days. So this is just the first day of the week. We're already at the bottom of the range. So that gave me a lot of conviction to take that trade. So it was an expensive contract. It's an expensive contract for Tesla, but we went ahead and entered it. So we are sitting on calls for Tesla 197.50 for a Friday expiration on that, and we all have puts for Apple that we took at open at 175. We're already in the money on those, so we're gonna see if those pay off. So that's what we're watching there on Apple, and then Tesla. We just really want to bounce. If you guys ever trade options on Tesla, the contracts and the premiums move a lot, so it's a good stock to do options on, but it's very volatile, so it moves a lot. The premium moves a lot. But just on this one, just to give you an example, those Tesla puts cost us $277 for the Tesla calls. I'm sorry, from 197.50, and so we're down. What are we down on those? We're down $25 on those. Okay, so just remember that $25 right now. We'll see where we're at later on today. And then Target sold off at open. It has earnings it has earnings tomorrow morning. So yeah, we took a position on Friday on those. So we opened those were stock. Those were shares. I mean, so 155.31 is where we opened on Friday. And so we're actually down on that, right? We're down about 373 from that. So, but it did overnight. It did spiked up overnight, but then it sold off this morning. So not sure what's going on with that. And then SPR, we took profits on SPR at open. I'll show you guys right here. So this is the main chart. So we took profits on SPR at open. So SPR, if you guys don't know, SPR is it's like Boeing or an extension of Boeing. They're not the same company. But the reason it gapped up, you see this volume here, the reason it gapped up on Friday was because Boeing is in talks with SPR to buy out SPR. So that's why we had that gap up in the morning. So we took shares on Friday at 32.57. We sold at 33.81. Well, then we had a couple hundred shares. So we made a good nice chunk of change on that. We actually sold it here after the spike, and it's been selling off ever since. So just another example to not get married to your shares on things. We're here to make money. But sometimes you see those reversals. But I wouldn't be surprised if it just comes right back down to some of these levels here. I mean, the expected move on that was 35.69 to the upside and 30.27 to the downside. So kind of just staying in the middle there. But again, this expected range strategy that I have, or that I learned from Raider Trader, it's really to teach you guys to have a plan going into the market. Don't just approach the market every morning without a game plan. So we game plan on Sunday nights, and you guys can see those videos on TradeCaster. On the TradeCaster videos, they're called anticipated moves for the week. So what we do is we review Sunday nights. We look back to see how price action happened within that range, and then we chart new lines, so new expected range for the upcoming week. So I have 3 videos up on that if you want to check them out. They get better and better, right? Like the first video was kind of weird, and then the second was better, and then the third one's getting better too. So give those a look. I'm trying to keep them under 30 minutes each one. So it's not a big investment of time, and you will learn a lot. And then you can kind of learn that strategy for yourself, and then you can apply that to your strategy, and hopefully it helps you. But we did quite a few stocks yesterday. I think we did about 13 of them. And anyway, check that out, and I hope it works out for you. And yeah. All right, let me see what's going on here. So we're just watching Target. Target, as you guys know, has earnings tomorrow morning. We have shares in there, so we're already down on those shares. And then Apple, we puts that open, selling off. We're up $91 on those contracts for Apple. Remember Tesla, $25. We're down a few minutes ago. Now that's $15 now. And then SPY's been kind of going sideways for the most part this morning. So we're going to continue to watch that. But we're definitely, we're up $83 for the day so far on our options portfolio right now. All right, I'm going to look around. Excuse me, man. I've been fighting this. I have like this phlegm. And you know, another one I think you guys should take a look at is Boeing. Let me bring that up on the chart here, and I'll just kind of show you what I'm looking at on the Boeing front. So on Boeing, so you guys know Boeing's been beat up significantly, right? So here's your Boeing. This is your 15-minute chart. It should really be daily. So there's your Boeing range, right? So what we've been learning, we've been studying is that the government pumped liquidity into the market right around October of last year. And if you go back and look at most charts, you'll see a similar move, just like you see on SPY. You'll see a similar move from October. And then kind of right around here, what is that? Yeah, right around December, I think, or something like that, where liquidity is being taken out of the market. And this repo program that they have, where they let banks borrow money from the government at a real low interest rate, so then they can, give it to the general public, and loans and interest and all that, so they can make their money. So this was a move that the government made after the bank run that was happening, but people are taking their money out of the banks. So what the government did is they just started giving access to the banks. They can take loans out and then use those loans to make money. And what that did is that pumped a ton of liquidity into the market. And what I've been studying and reading lately is that, as much as we want to think that here, let me minimize this while I go on my rant here. As much as we want to believe that fundamentals, valuation really drive the market or drive stocks, what I've been learning is it is really liquidity. It's all about liquidity. So once what happened after COVID, the market, right? Markets pumped. Why? Because the government was giving away money. They were printing money and just putting money into the system, into the economy, to buy masks, buy vaccines, all this kind of. So all this money is being pumped into the market, or all this money is being pumped into the system, and it creates all this liquidity, and that's where you have that run up. But right, think in the middle of March that program is going to end. It's a big talking point. It depends who you listen to, but it's a big talking point. So in the middle of March, that's when we're expected to see the liquidity start to take. It's going to start getting taken out of the market. So anyone who you listen to that's a professional trader, you respect, what they're preaching is that once that liquidity starts exiting the market, we should start seeing a little bit of a pullback in the market. So this pump to all-time highs is a result of liquidity that's being pumped into the market that started about a year ago, or October of last year. So take that information. It's called the repo program. Is where the government lends money to banks at a really low interest rate, so they can go ahead and resell and reuse that money and put it into the system. But what that's doing is pumping liquidity into the market. So anyway, all of that to tell you this, all of that to basically say that, so same thing with Boeing, right? So Boeing, bunch of bad news. This is the right of liquidity example I was giving you. But what I'm trying to tell you is that when you go back to the weekly on Boeing, right, it kind of seems like the average is kind of at this level here, right? We were high, came low, then we spiked again, but this seems to be like the medium here. So I think anything sub 200 on Boeing is it's a good buy, especially on shares, especially on your long-term portfolio. So you have a long-term portfolio, it's a good time to add shares on Boeing, in my opinion. Not financial advice, you will lose money, but definitely something you should consider looking at in regards to if you have a long-term portfolio. So don't forget, we love to day trade. Day trading is fun, it's exciting. I love doing it. I do it almost every day. But I will tell you that the most gains that I've ever made has come in the waiting, in the patient game. So as long as you're patient and you add, start off small term, have 2 brokerage accounts, right? Have your trading brokerage account and then have a long-term portfolio. You're making profits on your short-term trading. If you're making profits on day trading, then grab those profits, move it over to your long-term portfolio and start investing in these fundamental stocks. Like I was talking about Boeing, for example, right? Like Boeing is just a staple of our economy. It's a good, solid stock. Doesn't mean it doesn't go down, right? As you can see, but that over time, these companies are just solid companies, Apple, Microsoft, these fundamental companies that you can add to the long term. But on the long-term portfolio, we like to add beat up stocks, right? Like Target, right? Like Target is a beat up stock. We've been taking positions on Target. If you look at Target, Target, let's put this on a daily channel, right? So look, Target was down. I think it's got as low as $102. And then let me see. It's been as high as $268. So just imagine it's like $166 drop, right? So think about that. So what if you started adding? Look at the chart, right? Look at this. Look how long. Look at the top was November of 2021. That was the top of it. It took from November 2021 to October of 2023. It took 2 years for that stock to drop to its low. So what do you think is going to happen now, right? Like if this is a good solid stock, Target, I know my wife shops at Target. I know that Target is a big draw for ladies and even my daughter. Like people like to shop at Target. It's been beat up enough, right? So good time to maybe start buying some shares and adding to your long-term portfolio. That is my strategy. That's what I do. I day trade for profits and then add to my long-term portfolio. That's usually my strategy. So Target reports tomorrow. We're watching Apple sell off now. Apple, we're sitting on puts since open. So that contract's up $108 now. So this Apple contract, $175 put for Friday. It's already up $107. What is that percentage wise? I know some of you guys like that's 80% already this morning on it. And then Tesla continues to sell off, so we're down on that. But we got to the end of the week, and we're already at the bottom of the range. So if you guys have been watching those videos, that's what I mean when I say I have a plan, right? My plan is that, hey, Tesla selling off in the morning. I'm not so worried yet because we have the rest of the week to recover, and it's already at the bottom of the range. So if it continues to sell off, it might sell off maybe a little bit more, and maybe make its way back up into that range. But there is no guarantees. I mean, if I use the same idea with Apple's already at the bottom of the range too, and I just wanted to continue selling off this week. So not really a foolproof 100% strategy, and none of that we do. But I think having a plan and having, expected range for the stock, whatever you're looking at, it's going to just give you better, and you're going to orientate you better on how to trade. Hopefully that helps, guys. All right, so continue to watch here. Apple sell off, good. 173.93 is a low there on that. 174.12 is where it's currently sitting at. That's doing really well for us, and then hopefully Tesla finds a bottom here soon, because that contract was really expensive. It was super expensive. We got some good music today. Hope you guys like EDM. I do. All right, Hood's rolling over. Hood's another good stock. Just got a lot of cash. All right, so there's your Tesla, man. Starting at this yellow line here is just like the last line of support for Tesla. I've been tracking this thing for a while, so we're gonna see how it reacts at that level. But that's why you want, that's why zero DTEs are so dangerous, because I mean you're out of time. If you don't place a trade, or if you don't get out of that position before the end of day, I mean you're out of time. But some of these positions that we've taken this morning, we have plenty of time. So trade safe, traders. That's what it's about. All right, 731 on the West Coast. This is the spread. Excuse me. We're a live trading show Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Please subscribe to our show. Check us out on YouTube and on Instagram at I'm Shimano Trader at Instagram. Shimano Trader on Instagram if you want to stay connected with us. But thanks for hanging with us today. So the Tesla is eating up some of the profits we have on the Apple play right now. But we're still up for the day, so it's all good. I like Target. I finally found a bottom here. Yeah, hood's rolled over. And then Bitcoin, guys. Jeez, where's Bitcoin at this morning already? 66,182. Gee. Yo, give it up for Bitcoin, man. What a move. Hope you guys had diamond hands. Oh, man, Tesla's really tanking now. We'll see how that plays out the rest of the week. All right, see, Boeing's did find a bottom right at the bottom of that level, so good time to add to your Boeing position if you're curious, in my opinion. Not financial advice, you will lose money. But that looking good on that bounce, right off that bounce there. And then Tesla's respecting this yellow box here. We'll see if it can hold. And Apple, you're clear to sell off, girl. Don't. Yeah, it's been a good trade. We're up 86% on that. Nice. All right, traders, where you guys at? What are you guys trading? Where you guys at? Where you from? Man, look at Apple. What a sell-off on Apple, man. Just looking around. I got other charts. I was sharing with some of my viewers that I wish that we had maybe it is available. I just don't know. But OBS, which is the platform that we use to stream, you have to kind of like preset up your windows. But I wish it was like where you can just drop your window into that frame to say, okay, this is what I want to share. This is what I want to share. But it doesn't seem to work that way. At least not to my knowledge. So I gotta keep looking at it. All right, Apple, look at that. Found a nice little bottom there. 173.90 on the bottom here. Yeah, but it's got a lot of negative sentiment. News came out this morning that they're being sued or something's happening up in Europe for their music and the way they go about streaming their music. So it's all bad for Apple. It's Apple's turn for the negative news right now. So Apple's just gonna get beat up. Yeah, nice bounce on Boeing. I would wish Tesla finds a bottom here soon. Here, let me show you guys something else real quick. Let me see. Where's my Baba? Oh, no, where's Baba? Oh, here's Baba. So let me show you this chart real quick. This is the other chart I had open. So look at Baba, right? So Baba, just wanted to show you. So this is the move on Baba, right? So the expected range on Baba, 77.68 to the top side, 71.56 to the bottom side. But what I wanted to show you guys was that you see this wick down here on the left. So this wick, I put this line here, and before this move happened, and look what it did. Like it came right back down right to that level. Like it literally is just bouncing off this level. So, if you guys want to learn, or like I've been learning about, zones in certain areas to see how stock price reacts in those levels, it's helped me find levels inside of a chart pattern, so you can see and you can play. So this would have been a good place to add or open a position or maybe take calls, because we expected this move. We expected support to hold here and it has so far. Doesn't mean it's going to, but we'll just do that. And then if you continue to look left, it looks like you have a little bit of a gap here. There's a gap fill here. So it's sitting right at the top of that gap fill. And that gap fill kind of coincides a little bit with the lower part of the range. So I share that with you guys just because I don't know what your experience level is or you know how much you know. But what I'm trying to show you is that there is levels within a chart that help you trade, right? That help you understand. And I made a mistake here on Baba. I'm not going to lie to you guys about this because I actually opened the position right at this level here. And that was a mistake. That proved to be a mistake to me. This happened to me last week. So this is a daily chart. You see, I had this line drawn up here at the top, right? And then I opened a position right at it because I expected it to break out of this what was already 1, 2, possibly 3 levels of resistance. And I opened up a position at that level. And I think I might have been here last week. And then it gapped down the next day. So I should have known better here. But I took a little bit of a risk and it gapped down. I closed out my position. I reopened them. I reopened some position at some point. But you can see that I opened it. Oh yeah, I opened it. It didn't tell me the day. But my average per share here is 74.45. So I'm actually down on this, as you can see. But my point is that there's levels and there's a time and a place, right, to take your trade. Don't just jump in and out of trades. There's if you kind of look for those levels, if you look for those levels and then try to position yourself based on those levels, I think you have a much better chance, right? Just and trading, a lot of trading is probability based, right? We want the highest probabilities when we're placing our trades. We want high probability trades. And I just gave you an example of that with Boeing, right? So at Boeing, with Baba, right? So you saw that level and that was the time to enter. And for me, that was probably my time to short at that top level. So things we learn, right? All right. All right, just continuing to watch the positions we have open right here. So you guys know we're sitting on Apple puts, Tesla calls. Yeah, Target, we have shares on that. And then SPY, we no position on SPY currently. But if you're curious, we also did the expected move on the SPY. We love to trade the SPY. So let me just give you guys a look there. So that's your daily. That is your expected move for SPY, right? 519 to the high side. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know what happened. OPS disconnected. Now it's back. Y'all give me the thumbs up if you guys can hear me okay. You guys can see everything okay. Let me know. Base drop. All right, we're gonna take our profits on Apple right now. I know we have plenty of time on it, but I'm gonna take them now. All right, so we're up. What did we do on Apple today? Apple paid us $84 today. That was a good trade. We're out of that now, and we're just gonna hold on to our Tesla calls here, and we're gonna exit Apple. And the reason I'm exiting that position. And with plenty of time to go, right? But I already made $100 on it, more or less. But I don't know why I have this level here. Let's see why this level here. All right, so here's the level. Don't really know why I have this level here. It was probably set a while back ago. Yeah, I really don't know what. Oh, hold up. Daily? Is it a gap or what? Oh yeah, it's a gap fill. So there you go. It's a gap fill. So Apple has filled the gap. It's filled that little gap. So those are little things that you do along your charting journey, right? Along your charting when you're setting levels. That stock's probably gonna make a lot more, but I'm gonna get out now. Oh yes, she's here.
Good luck, traders.
Have a great day. I'm picking you up today, okay? I know. After choir, I'm picking you up. Your brother's going to the doctor. He's got a physical. All right, love you, girl. Bye. All right, that's Juliana, man. Brought to you by Juliana. Yeah, man, it's probably a little premature on that exit, but I felt like I wanted to exit, so I'm just gonna go with my gut. And understand one thing, traders. You know, you're never gonna catch the. I mean, not saying never, right? But I guess what I'm saying is understand and accept the fact that you're gonna sell early, right? You're gonna sell early half the time or most of the time. You're gonna exit late. You're gonna take profits too early. Like all these things are just part of the trading journey. So don't beat yourself up when you exit a trade and you're like, damn, I could make $500 more, you know, like, or whatever it was. There's no point in living like that. You got to just trust your instinct to when you're trading and go with your gut, and then don't look back, man. Don't look back. It is what it is. Happy you made money, and just move on to the next trade. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to just put a label on this that it's been closed. And we'll go from there. And we're going to hang on to our Tesla, even though that's a loser right now. So, you know, that's some of the psychology that we battle with in our minds, right? So I've closed out my winner, but I'm hanging on to my loser. So think about that. That's what that book, I have a giveaway. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm doing a giveaway. I'm giving away a book. Let me see. This is the book that I'm giving away. It's called The Best Loser Wins. And it talks about, you know, cutting your losers quickly and accepting that you've lost, right? Accepting that you were wrong on that trade, and not clinging on to hope that it's going to return and it's going to come back. And I think that's where us as traders get burned a lot. It's like when we have losers, we hang on to them. Kind of what you're seeing right now. But I guess my only excuse to that would be that this is an option and it's got time to mature. So I'm gonna give myself a little bit more time on that. SPY hitting the top of our pre-market high levels, so we're hitting the pre-market highs there. So another reason why it looks like, you know, Apple's a big part of the SPY index. So when you see SPY kind of creeping up, sometimes it could mean that so's Apple, like Apple's done selling off. It's like the market is done selling off. SPY is now trying to go to the upside, going to breach the pre-market high. So and then let me see. 513.29 is our high. So that is the top. That is where you see this little green bar. That is the high of the previous trading day. So we are approaching that high. We've closed out our Apple puts, and now we're hoping that our Tesla starts to pay us now. So Baba's, I know it's not on the screen, but Baba is having a hard time off that bounce level, just not continuing higher, just kind of bouncing on that level. And then we're seeing SPY react to this pre-market high here, starting to get a little bit of a rejection there. Not a surprise. And then we had a little bit of a spike on the VIX this morning too. There's the volatility index. We're really low on that. Scary low. Like, meaning that, you know, people are like, risk on, baby. You know, risk on. What is that? Let me see. I had a real small position on Fisker. There. Yeah, man, we're having some connection issues this morning. I have no idea why. We're having connection issues this morning. So sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I don't like hood. Wait a little bit on that. All right, traders, where you guys at? Where you guys at? All right, let's see what we're watching here. So Apple bounced a little bit there. Tesla, we wanted to get above the expected range. And then SPY's getting a little bit of a rejection here at that level. Lyft has been a solid stock, man. Lyft has been great. Oh, I got to duplicate this. Let me see. What am I doing here? Duplicate this. Sorry, guys. I'm just logging some of my trades this morning on my other account. I just want to make sure I log that stuff because it's important that I do so. 0.44. All right. So we had a position on this stock called Fisker. It was like 55 cents or something. So we lost 10 cents on it. It was just like $100 position, but the play there was that we were they're in talks with Nissan to get bought out or something like that. Yeah, Hood's giving it up a little bit, so I'm kind of looking over. Man, what the fuck, man? I wonder what's happening with Obi. Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with the connection today. That's terrible, though. Yeah, you usually don't have to worry about that, but apparently today it's the thing. Breaking news. Oh shoot, Supreme Court rules states can't kick Trump off the ballot. Wow, there you go. There you go. You know what, man? Whether you're a Trump fan or not, I'm not meaning to get political on you guys, but whether you're a Trump fan or not, I think that's fair, right? Like how shitty it is for you to want to be in a contest and people just are, instead of, beating you fair and square, they're trying to find ways to keep you off the contest so then, they have a better advantage. I think that is completely unfair, right? Like, beat me fair and square, man. Beat me fair and square, but dirty politics, it's not a good thing for the country, I don't think. It's like, I really believe that they should let hey man, if you were the what was it, if you were the most popular president in history, right, if you had the most popular vote in history, then what's the deal, right? I mean, what's the deal? So look, I don't care. Politicians, what does that mean? Blood sucking something in another language? Well, politics, and that means blood sucking politics. So I don't care what side you're on. I don't think the government, at least the last couple of years since I've grown up and become a man and, have become a family man and own a home and have kids and pay a mortgage, you start to realize, man, that these politicians are just, these politicians are just here to put their hand in our pocket and take our money. Look what's happening with Nancy Pelosi. I know if you're a trader, if you heard of the Pelosi, you're with Pelosi making millions of dollars with insider information. Like, that's just unfair, man. That's not cool. This is a rigged game. Know that. What's going on with Hood, man? That's not a nice candle. I'm going to close that out. Yeah, I'm going to get flagged for day trading, but screw it. Yep, mount. All right. What's new? Let's see what's going on here. All right. Nice little bounce here on Apple. Tesla has yet to recover, so we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, my my other brokerage account got mad at me. I had to close out a position there. I was too heavy on Hood to just let it eat up all my profits. So I closed that sucker out, and they got mad at me. It says that that's a day trade. All right, whatever. All right, man. What are you guys trading? What are you guys up to? Let me know if you guys have any questions about anything you're seeing on the screen. If you want to look at a particular chart together, we can. Other than that, man, we're just gonna kind of be patient. We really want to be good patient traders. Wait for the proper setups in these trades before we place them. Meanwhile, Tesla's really dragging us down now. Yeah, pretty big loser there on Tesla this morning. It's like all it did was fill the gap and then it sold off. Continuing to sell off too. But it's okay. We got the rest of the week, so we're going to stay with that one. Just looking around, SPR, it's kind of bouncing. Let me see if I can bring SPR. I'm gonna wait. All right, seeing a little bit of a look at the volume, man. 16 million shares on Tesla the first hour, 17 million the next. Wow, man. Yeah, so it's a good call on Apple so far, right? It's kind of a little bit of a bounce there. Might have been the bottom of it, and we'll see if Tesla finds the bottom. And then SPY reversing a bit here on the pre-market high. Yeah, Hood's selling off, man. I wonder what happened there. What I could do is add to my Boeing though, right? I'm gonna wait a little bit. See, I'm gonna wait for confirmation on Boeing. Yeah, look at SPY rejected pretty hard here at that pre-market high level. So if you guys join me in the morning when we do our pre-market setup, we usually do our SPY levels. So this is our SPY levels. This is our pre-market low, pre-market high. And then we have previous day high, previous day low. So we're hovering around those highs right now. Yeah, look at the reverse on Apple. That looks good there. And Hood selling off, about to breach the 21 EMA, I think. Is it 21? Yeah, the 21 line. Yeah, so I'm happy with Hood, man. Good. Glad we got out of that. Maybe a good time to add to the lift or the SPR. Baba's selling off still too. All right, how's our connection? Excellent. All right. Yeah, Tesla's selling off pretty hard, man. We'll see what happens here. Let me see if we can find the next level down here together. So maybe here is your next level. You can draw a little line there. That's kind of your next level there. Let's turn this off because it's kind of your next level on SPY. I'm sorry, on Tesla. See what happens if it does get to that level, what it does at that level. That'll be at the 190 level. And yeah, and Apple found a little bit of a bottom there, and that's pretty cool. And just looking around here, Boeing did reverse. Hood continues to sell off, so happy we got out of that. SPR finding some bouncing a little bit. Lifts regaining strength there. Happy to see that Lyft is doing that. Let's turn this to AMD better. Screw that Fisker. All right, man. And where's AMD hit a high of 211.01 today? What was this? Yeah, we sold way too early on AMD for sure. All right, how we doing? There's Apple, man. Little bit of a nice bounce on Apple there. Already at the bottom of that range. I wouldn't be surprised. Everybody's so bearish on Apple. I wouldn't be surprised if everybody's just piling in on the put side. And like always, market makers are gonna make you pay. They love to do that, man. They love to get everybody to one side and then just pull that carpet, man. All right, so far feeling good about the Hood closure, even though we got flagged on that. But I'm glad we closed that out. And then our Boeing position is going in the right direction. Found a nice bottom there. Nice. Hear that music. Rocking out. All right, watching SPY retest this top of the range here for the daily. Oh, FBI open up. All right, traders. All right, seeing Apple here. Nice little candle here on Apple. These are hourly candles. See how it reacts there, and they're starting to see how Tesla's going to react to this level, if it even gets there. We'll see if it even gets there. But SPY wants higher. Looks like SPY wants higher. I'm going to look at SPY calls for today. 0 DTE, not financial advice. So let's look at that. 512. So let's look at 0 DTEs. 512 calls are 104. 514 calls are 19 cents, so $19. Think we can get a 514, guys? Sometimes I like to just trade the close. I want to stay a little patient here. And this is what I'm talking about here. So I don't know if you guys experience something I'm experiencing right now. It's like I want to trade more. Like I want to trade more. Although I've traded enough today, to be honest, you know, I've been, especially on the stock side of it, on the share side of it, I've been trading a lot this morning. But yeah, it is that greed that we have to fight as traders, man. That, you know, we just can't get enough sometimes. Yeah, Baba's still selling off. Lyft looks pretty good. It bounced off the 5-day EMA line. We have leap calls on Lyft, so we have $35 strike price for Lyft for January 2025. Pretty wild. I think that's my very first leap option. We took those on earnings. So the day of earnings is when we took those calls. Like before earnings reported, we took those leap calls. And then if you guys were checking, Lyft had this weird thing happen to it during the earnings call where they reported amazing, like I think their margins, instead of it being like 5%, they misquoted or they misprinted, and it was like 50%, and they're like, the stock shot up like crazy, and then in the next day it just dumped. Well, it didn't really dump, it just came back to, you know, the reasonable level. All right, so Tesla's continuing lower. We're down $70 on our Tesla puts right now. So we're gonna see if that sucker's gonna keep dropping. It looks like it is. All right, guys, 8 a.m. on the West Coast. I am Shimano Trader. This is The Spread. We are a live trading show Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific time. Follow me on Instagram at Shimano Trader. Subscribe to our show here on Tradecaster and on YouTube. And thanks for spending some time with us today. So far, the Boeing trade's proven to be a good one. Boeing's found some nice support there at that level, and it's going good. I should probably put it on our main chart, right? Yeah, I'll probably put it over here. TGT, we're not going to do anything with right now, so let's put it over here. So there's our Boeing chart, and I'm going to change the other chart that I had, so I don't have two Boeings. So target is either building a backup or it's building a bear flag. So we'll see where that ends up. So we're watching our Boeing here. So we did open a position here at Boeing at 197.98. So that's going good so far. SPY's continuing to retest the upper part of the range here. Look at the Boeing move already. It's already bouncing. Why? Look, we had this set up before it even happened, and now we took shares right here, and it's already moving to the upside. Probably going to add to our Boeing position here on our shares. That's a nice bounce off that bottom. All right, so I've added to that, and my average has now gone up to 198.74. So let's do this. So my average went up because I averaged up, not averaged down, which is a new strat. I mean, I usually traders, right? I mean, we all do this, right? But we average down, and we're basically throwing money after bad, right? So we're in a losing position, and then we're like, oh man, it's down $2. So what do? We throw money at it, right? We're like, all right, and we get our average down. We take more shares, but we rarely average in, right? So we rarely don't do that. If the stock's climbing, we almost never, I mean, at least from the people that I've spoken with, they never think, let me add to this position. They always think about adding to their position when they're down on their position. They rarely add to their position when they're up on their position. So that's something that I've been learning too, just hanging out with the right traders, listening to the right people. That has proven to be a good strategy too, is to add to your winners. Don't add to your losers, add to your winners. So we've added. Now we are sitting on Boeing. How many shares did we get? All right, 25. So we've got 25 shares of that, of Boeing. We've accumulated 25 shares. It's about 5 Gs. And then Hood is selling off. Good thing we got out of that. Got slapped in the wrist for it, but it's okay. All right, we get the last hour of the show, guys. Last hour of the show. Apple's resuming to the downside, so puts would have still been paying there. Peloton selling off, ARK selling off. Is this the innovation fund? AMD's pushing higher. That's good. AMD had a nasty range too. What did AMD have? AMD had a $12 move, $12 range. Pretty wild. All right, guys. I'll leave this chart up. I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. All right, we back. Man, I don't know how people stream all day. I mean, I don't think I can stream all day. I can stream for a couple hours, couple days a week, but every day. Maybe if you're getting paid for it, yeah, then it makes sense. Yeah, market looks a little red, man. Market looks a little red. So trade carefully out there, traders. Trade with caution. Don't watch your position size too. That's important. Don't oversize yourself. Don't oversize yourself. Is that right? Dude, I don't know where you guys are at, but in California it's cold. It's chilly. All right, finally getting a little bit of a relief here. So just like if you guys have been watching the stream for a couple hours here, so just like Baba, same thing with Tesla now, right? We have this last candle before we had this big move to the upside with Tesla, and we're reapproaching that, or we're approaching that here, or reapproaching, and we're gonna see if we get the same reaction or if it's gonna break that level of support. Probably shouldn't be green. Probably should be more. What do you guys think? Maybe a red? Yeah, let's do red. Yeah, I'll do it red. All right. All right, meanwhile, Boeing doing really good right off that bounce level we added to this position. So we're going to see how we do. Obviously, we have this downward trend here, this downward resistance. Breaking that would be great. Other reasons we took trade, you know, we're near the bottom of the range here. We're going to see if we can get to the top of the range. Come on, Tesla.
Do it.
I had a come on. I have a come on sound. All right. Continue to watch Boeing here. SPY. Not really have a position on SPY today. And then we have puts on Apple, which we've closed out, made about $100 on that. And then Tesla, we have calls, and we're just we're down $67 on that contract. We have until Friday though, so buy yourself some time, especially if you're new at options. You got to buy yourself some time. And Target, it feels like it's making a little bit of it's working its way back up here. So we don't know if insider traders just sold that open, but holding on to that overnight is going to be a bit of a, you know, we don't know what we're going to wake up to with Target. It's trash day in California. Well, my street is trash day. All right, there's Tesla. So right, Tesla, you know, kind of hit, or it's hovering around this kind of the last line of resort here, and it's starting to find a little bit of a bounce here. So let's see if we can get that bounce. A lot of selling though. A lot of selling. 1-2 hours of selling on Tesla this morning. Just looking around. All right, so Lyft is giving it up a little bit. Glad we sold that at the top. Seeing some green candle formations here on Tesla. We really need those to keep building. Feel pretty confident about this trade. I know that's kind of risky to say, or to say jinx, but I feel good about the Tesla trade just because we've already hit the bottom of the range, and we'll see, man. I think it was last week when we did it was last week's move on Hood that not only did it break the top of the range, but we went way above it. So that was the first time that I saw the range get broken and then and surpassed, you know. So it teaches you to know that, you know, nothing's for certain, you know, and as much as you might think, like right now I'm saying I'm confident in this trade, things can definitely change. Come on, Baba. We need some good news out of China, man. SPR is like, you know, SPR looks solid in the sense where it sold off this morning, but it's found some support. That is the company that Boeing wants to buy. Surprisingly, though, when those news came out, we didn't see much action on Boeing. Like, we didn't see a lot of action on Boeing. We saw it sell off, actually, because those news came out on Friday. That coffee, man. That coffee. All right, Boeing looks really strong here. I like how Boeing looks. Nice. I got some good music today. Awesome. All right, SPR with the comeback. Yeah, man, looks like Apple might continue lower here, huh? Look at this. I mean, this yellow line here is not a level. It's just me marking that I closed out a position, or that I had a position there. Just looking around. S&P 5132 on the S&P 5132. What a level. Futures are pretty flat. Like your ex. All right, seems like most stocks that we're watching has found a little bit of support here at the bottom. Feels like it's found they've sold off this morning, but starting to turn things around. See if we can get a nice candle above the 5-day EMA line here on the 1-hour chart for Boeing. That'd be excellent. Notice it's kind of been below it. It's been gets rejected by the 5-day EMA line. Even on this pop here, right? It like didn't last very long. It just kind of, once it got below it, it just continued to drive down. So we're trying to see. Let me see if an example of where it worked. No, it's just been. It's not. There's no really good examples on Boeing on this chart right now. Hopefully we can have that happen live for us. We want another candle above the 5-day EMA lines, which is this green line here. We want another full body candle above that, so we can hopefully get some more upside momentum. Let's see here with Tesla, like really not a lot of confirmation one way or the other. Meanwhile, Apple's gonna resume the downside. Let's see if Tesla can just find a bottom here. So yeah, so we're $6.50 out of the money on Tesla. SPR starting to bounce, but it's still below the 5-day EMA line. Baba's still selling off. I can't even get out of that. Yeah, I don't know if it happens to you guys, but sometimes you end up taking a lot of positions in different stocks and different companies, and then now you're left with the task of trying to monitor all of that. So, just have a nice basket of stocks that you like to trade, and kind of just hang out with those stocks for the most of them. And that's what I've been learning on Boeing. I've been trading Boeing since the beginning of the year, and it's been very profitable just watching the price action. All right, Hood seems to find a little bit of a bottom there. Look at Baba, man. Baba looks good right here. I like that. Spy really indecisive here, not really picking, just kind of staying inside this range. Look at Baba continuing to pump. Nice. These are nice candles here, guys. Nice strong candles, nice green candles. Like, you don't see these kind of candles anywhere else. You see this? Like, you don't see them. Only here. These have some real momentum behind them. It may push SPR higher too. Yeah, well, SPR is just kind of hanging around, not really doing much. My Baba trade's killing me, though. Probably wasted a day trade on Hood today. I should have just stuck with it. You see? You hear me? You hear me second guessing myself? Because I can. Yeah, look at Apple, guys, right? So Apple, look at this hammer, right? So you see this hammer candle? That is a signal reversal, right? Not all the time, but it's a little bit of a signal reversal. So like I'm telling you, everybody's so negative on Apple, right? Everybody's saying this thing's just gonna dump, it's gonna dump, it's gonna dump. When is it gonna dump? It hasn't dumped yet. Let's take a look at this bigger. Right, and look, just like Tesla, right? We're at the bottom of the range now. See how we're at the bottom of the range? It's been selling off for days. Look at this. Look at this. It's been selling off 199.62, and it's just been down, down, down. Now we're at this level here. Now we always, something I like to teach people or remind people is to look left, right? Where did it bounce? It bounced right at this level. We look left. What do we see? We see support, support, support all across this level. So this is a great level of support for Apple. I think one of the next levels down will probably be down here. This will probably be the next level down. You see this? Gotta be zero, man. There it is. It's probably your this is I was drawing a chart. Sorry, guys. So this is probably your next level here if we ever get down there. So this is the stuff that I've been learning for just watching more professional traders trade. That they set their levels and they just wait. I mean, they wait. They don't force the trade, right? They don't be like, oh, I know that this is the level, but I'm gonna take a trade up here. It's like they literally wait until it gets down to these levels. Once it gets to these levels, then they feel more confident about it. You can really go in there with some confidence. But anyway, looking left here, I see a lot of support here for let me see, I'll put the line right here. I see a lot of support for Apple at this level. And it's no surprise it's near the bottom of the range for the week. So where people are being bearish on Apple, right? If you don't want to go with the crowd, you would kind of start thinking about going long on Apple right here because everybody else is so negative on it. So let's look at calls for Apple for the week. Even though we're done trading, let me see. If we look at Apple for the week and then we look at the upsides, 174. And what was the top side of the range? It was 184. So let's say 184 by Friday will cost us 18 cents. So 182.50 on Apple will cost you 18 cents. I'm gonna grab two calls. They're way out of the money, but the reason I'm gonna do it is just because everybody is so negative on Apple right now that I'm gonna be the contrarian. So I'm gonna take a contrarian position on that, and they're so cheap too. So, all right. So we're gonna put calls here, and our strike price is on Apple is 182.50, right? So let's all right, and let's do it. 182.50. Gonna be way up there now. You can't even see it because it's gonna be up here. So that's what we want to do. So you see me take a call on Apple to the upside, right? Because I think we're, this is a good candle formation in my opinion here. We're selling off. We dip here. It's what we call the Red Dog reversal. If you guys know Red Dog from T3 investing, I think it's called. Bottom, next candle opens up higher, right? So this is a technical Red Dog reversal. So we're going to see what happens here now. So we're going to make this 30 minutes or an hour, and we're going to watch that, see what happens with that candle. All right, taking a trade with me. And then meanwhile, Tesla's selling off. We're down, what are we down on Tesla now? That's our worst one of the day. We're down $95 on that. So hopefully that finds a level of support. Now we're reaching that level that we charted earlier. See if that red line holds. Yep, there it is. Let's see if that red line is going to hold for us. So remember, we don't need the entire move. So even though we're way out of the money on Apple, we don't need the entire move. We just need to get close enough to our money with enough time to be profitable. So keep that in mind. It's Monday. There's the bounce right at that level by Tesla. You guys, if you were here with me earlier, you watched me draw that line, and now that is where we're getting that bounce. Doesn't mean it's gonna hold. It just means that we're getting a bounce. So, you know, it teaches you a couple of things. One, oh, I found the level, right? Two, price action reacted to that level, right? That's a good sign for you as a trader. You're like, oh, this level worked, right? I saw some sort of action in that price level. So I think that kind of shows you that you might have the right idea in regards to finding zones within a chart, because you're watching a price action react to that zone or to that level. All right, so we've taken calls on Apple now. That's you talk to most traders, that's probably not the right move right now based on how bearish it's been, but we're gonna do it. We already did it. SPR's found a bottom for sure. All right, so Baba has been doing good here on their share side. Little bounce here on Tesla right at that level. SPY kind of working itself between his range, right? Like you're watching this range. These levels were set up early in the morning. We're just watching SPY stay in that range. It's kind of ranging. Baba looking really strong. I'm sorry, Boeing looking really strong. Here, let me answer my wife. All right, Peloton's continuing to sell off. All right, nice bounce here on Tesla. Continue to watch that. Apple looking okay there, looking good. S&P 5140. No, I'm sorry, 5131. 5140 was the high. Then we came back down a little bit. Little green on VIX. Little green on VIX. SPR, nice candle on SPR. I like this move here by Apple. I like this formation here. We got looks like an immature bear flag right now, but if we can break this, or better yet, we can get above this 5-day EMA line, start seeing some real bullish momentum to the upside. There's some, there's some vent up bullishness there. Everybody's been so bearish on Apple. We get a nice shoot to the upside. Might be exactly what it needs. Nice. Rocking out. All right, Tesla seems to have found some support there, at least for the time being. We're going to see what it does. Just going to keep it on chart there. And then Boeing, look at this, man. Nice bounce on Boeing right off that level, too. SPR on the comeback. Lyft recovered nicely, too, after that gap up. All right, guys, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Man, look at Boeing. Boeing's looking hella strong right now, guys. Off that bounce. I like that. If we can break this downward trend here, this downward resistance, imagine that. Just imagine. Yeah, SPR looking solid, man. Solid bounce on SPR. Seeing a bit of a green here on Apple. Tesla bounced good on that. At least it's found some support. I didn't say it bounced good, but I mean to say that it's found some good support there. Watching Boeing as well. So far, entering Boeing has been great, man. We're at $200 right now. It's been a good one. I'm just looking around here. Target kind of forming what may be a little bit of a bear flag. Not really sure. Kind of a little bit too premature yet to see where this other candle ends up. ARK's finally found some support. That's ARKK, the innovation fund. Hood kind of found a little bit of support too off that pop in the morning. Peloton continues to sell off. SPR working its way back up. Boeing looking hella strong. SPY just sideways, man. Nothing but sideways action. All right, let's go. All right, guys. 8:30 on the West Coast. This is The Spread. We are a live trading show Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Follow us on Instagram. I'm at Shimano Trader. We do have a giveaway going on, so make sure you check that out on our Shimano Trader Instagram page. Tap in on that. We are raffling off a book. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel here on Tradecaster on YouTube and follow us on Instagram.
Do it.
All right, SPR continuing to get rejected by the 5-day EMA line. So no trade there yet. All right, non-copyright music, man. That's what we need. Okay, look at Apple here, right? Right off this hammer here. Starting to find a little bit of green. That's good. VIX is more red. That's good. Good for us. Whoa. Yo, nice. Yo, rocking out. Rocking out to some EDM. Where the glow sticks at? Where the glow sticks? Man, look at this move on Tesla, dude. Like, that's crazy, man. Just to come right back down to that level. On the 30-minute time frame on Tesla, I had been kind of marking every time it had hit the 200-day moving average. And it kind of broke through here, huh? Let me see. Yeah, just kind of tracking how many times it breaks the 200-day moving average on the 30-minute chart. Look at that. Yo, what's up? We're going hard, man. What's up? This doom, doom, doom. All right, there it is. Man, nothing but sell-off on this, though. Shh, we're about to break that last level of support on Tesla. Terrible. Here, see if we can recover. We're gonna hang on to that one for a little bit longer here. All right, watching your Apple here. Nice turnaround on Apple. Still down on it. $1. Just hasn't moved enough for it to really register on the premium. Target looks bearish. Looks a little bearish, I'm not gonna lie. BABA continues to sell off. Lyft is selling off too. Oh man, let's see how Tesla reacts at this level. We break this level, we can see definitely more downside, significantly. And look, we're looking left. Where's our next level? Kind of down here, maybe. Jeez. Kind of maybe here. Is that the next level of support there for Tesla? Once we breach that 190 level. Don't really see a lot. Maybe here. Yeah, maybe there. From right here. Maybe that level there. Yeah. So there's some levels for you on Tesla. We can watch together as this thing craters. I'm going to continue to watch that. 190 seems to be that level of support there. So those are the levels to watch. Let's see if that 190 holds. Just looking around. Piton selling off hard. ARK continues to sell off too. Yeah, a lot of red in the market right now, from what I can tell. Boeing is our only darling right now. Oh, there it is. 190. There it is. Broke that level now. You guys are watching that level break. Let's see if it catches more momentum to the downside. Bouncing a little bit there, Tesla is. All right, look at Boeing, man. Boeing's been great. Boeing's been really solid this morning. Should have took calls at the that bounce. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Yeah, it's got some real strength. Those candles are big. Tesla's bounced off that back to that 190 level. Man, look at Boeing. Get out my way. All right, nice bounce here for Tesla. Went a little lower than that level, but it did bounce. Yo, we're rocking out, baby. That's right. Monday morning, 8:37. Nice bounce here. Well, maybe not nice. It's just nice to see a little bit of bounce. But look at Boeing, though. Boeing ain't messing around. Yeah, target's continuing lower. AMD's respecting the 5-day EMA line really well. All right, nice move here on Boeing. Watching Boeing here. Boeing is going to approach that downward resistance line that it's approaching. Just broke through the kind of challenging the 21-day EMA line. on such a small time frame, like it's not really powerful. Like the 5 is probably a lot. That's why I like the 5 on a smaller time frame. All right, so we're seeing some green on the market now. About 2 hours of downside. And that also teaches you, when you watch the market enough, you kind of see that there's these moments, there's these time slots throughout the day where you have a lot more activity or not a lot of activity. SPR looks solid right now, man. It's really making a move to the upside right now, trying to retest that 5-day EMA line. Boeing looks hella strong here too. Nice bounce on Tesla. Let's see if SPY, right? SPY hasn't really picked a direction, right? It's kind of just been trading like it was doing all early pre-market, just kind of sideways. You know, what's interesting about Tesla is that, you know, even though the market's like at all-time highs and it's been performing so well, Tesla has not. So it's interesting to see some of these stocks not get lifted with the upward momentum of the overall market. Some stocks just continue to get beat up. I have work to do in there. All right, nice Boeing action here. That looks really good. Yeah, so Boeing's been a good one, man. I think Boeing's it's in a good place right now to accumulate shares, and especially for the long-term portfolio. But I think Boeing is a strong company. It's obviously going through a lot of negative publicity, but that too shall pass. It's really trying to get into the good graces of the general public or their clientele, just because it's been beat up so much. So I wouldn't be surprised if Boeing releases some news about it making some major change or anything like that. They might be a catalyst for the stock. But right now we opened a position here at 198.74. We actually got into it earlier, but then we added to their position, and we went over the fact that most traders that I'm, you know, in my experience, I've come across traders who average down. They don't average up. We add to our losers. We rarely add to our winners. But in this case, we kind of did it live here. We kind of added to that position since we got the bounce. So we identified the bounce area. We added shares here. We opened a position here at the bottom, and then we added again. And so far, that stock's been responding really, really well. We've been watching Boeing all year. Boeing has been one of our most profitable companies to trade this year, both on the short side and on the long side. Just because I've just been spending a lot of time with it. Me and Boeing have been hanging out a lot. All right, then we took put contracts at open on Apple, and we closed that out. So we've already done. We made about $100 on that move. Apple on the sell-off in the morning, and then we were really contrarian. These contracts were super, super cheap. And when we did our expected range or expected move video, we are already at the bottom of the range for Apple. So and the calls were so cheap; they're like $18. So we took some calls for the end of the week. Excuse me. It's not financial advice. You will lose money. But we did take 182.50 calls for Friday on Apple, hoping to see some upward momentum here since we're already at the bottom of the range and starting to find a level of support. Everybody's very bearish on Apple right now. So it's, you know, in my opinion, it's just a good opportunity to maybe be on the other side of the trade instead of where everybody's at right now, which is on the put side. And Boeing's been doing great. See if we can break this downward resistance line that we've been seeing it come across. It's been rejected every single time, right? Rejection, rejection, rejection. Let's see what happens this time. Let me see. That'll be the first one, right? So this will be 1, 2. This will be the third time's a charm here. And then Tesla's breaking that 190 level, and it's resuming to the downside. So Tesla's down almost $13. And when we did the range for Tesla this week, it had a range of, what did they do here? Tesla had a range of $9.10. So it's already exceeded the range to the downside. So that's why I'm a little bit more likely to take the long side on it, just because it's already hit the bottom of the range. Now, remember, that doesn't mean that it's going to respect that. We saw last week for the first time how Hood hit the top of the range, and it just surpassed it. It just kept going. It never even switched directions. So, Tesla could be Tesla this week, right? Tesla could do the same thing this week. It's already broken the bottom of the range and it's continuing to move further down. So, trade carefully there, traders. Yeah, the ARK fund, ARKK, selling off pretty hard too. Baba's been killing us today as well. Baba's been a bad trade ever since we got into the shares on that. We tried once, got burned, tried again, got burned. So that's where we're at with it right now. And then Tesla, yeah, man, just really down. I mean, I don't know if it has any news. Oh, I think it's the news on China that people are not spending money in China, including companies. They're all cutting back over there. And that may be the reason why Tesla's selling off, because that means people are cutting back on phones, on cars, just about everything. So that might be why the stock is being affected the way it is. Yeah, Lyft is selling off too. Know what's going on with that one. Yeah, we top tick Lyft though, man. We got into shares on Friday and then it gapped up this morning and sold right at the top. So we're out of our shares on that. We are sitting on leap call contracts for January 2025. But it's typical, right? Like you hear stocks get good news and they still sell off. And that's why I say you can't get married to these stocks, man, because they're not going to be faithful to you. They're not going to be loyal to you. Yeah, Apple's continuing lower here. SPY maybe making another attempt to go to the upside. Yeah, Baba's continuing to sell off. AMD kind of, was up $5 this morning, man. Good play if you guys jumped in on Friday on that. So remember, we got job reports this week. Private sector on Wednesday, ADP, and then non-farm payroll on Friday. Both get released at 8:30 in the morning. That's 5:30 Pacific time, so before market opens. Yeah, Apple's continuing to sell off here. We really thought we were going to catch a little bit of a bounce there, but so far it's reversed. That's why you got to wait for confirmation, man. Got to wait for confirmation. Really curious to see what Boeing does at this level here once it reaches. It looks like it's got really good juice. 1 million shares, 800,000, 1 million at open. All right, Boeing. Here's moment of truth, guys. See what happens with Boeing there. Oh yeah, we did open we also got some shares on Tesla. Oh well, there's your Apple, man. Just continuing to drive lower. Bit of drop on the VIX there. I don't know what to think about Target, man. Looks bearish just off that drop. Looks like it's forming a bear flag. But it's also approaching the 200-day moving average, so that's not too bad in there. All right, here's SPY making a reattempt to the top of the range here. Looks like Tesla's kind of bouncing around this 190. It's a pretty strong level here. Let's see what it does. Stay. I'm gonna add to my. Yeah. Not gonna let me add. My broker wasn't nice to me. Got flagged for PDT on my other brokerage account. And I wouldn't even let me buy. Screw you. I wanted to add to my Tesla position, but maybe it's just the universe saying don't do that. All right, so look, Tesla reclaimed this 190 level here, so it's a pretty strong level, right? We drew this line here where we're looking left to find for levels of support for Tesla. We found these 3 levels, so far this 190 levels is being respected. Put some respect on my name. So that's you know, a little bit of support there. See if we can hold that level of support for Tesla. Been selling off all morning, 3 hours of sell off, with about 10 minutes to go. And then we have our Boeing approaching the downward resistance line. See what it does at that level. Stay. Don't go anywhere. Stay with me. All right, SPR looking good off that. SPR looks good off of the bounce. As you guys know, SPR is an acquisition candidate by Boeing. Boeing's trying to buy that company, which is a good sign for the company. SPR, I mean. All right, so we're watching Boeing here. Boeing looks really strong off this bottom bounce here. So far, it's been looking really good. We added shares on the Boeing. We have no options on this, just adding shares. Our average is 198.74 on it. We've actually averaged into that trade, so it's been a good trade. Then Bitcoin, if you're curious, 66,484, 66,484 for all my Bitcoin holders. Congrats, man. Been holding all through that downfall, and now we're like within $3,000 away of the all-time highs. Congrats, man, if you held on to that. All right, continuing to watch SPY go sideways for the most part. Boeing, we're gonna see if it actually hits this downward resistance line here. That should be a good test for Boeing. If we can break through that, we should have some upward momentum there. I think $200 on Boeing is probably the lowest. I mean, it got down to 196. Anywhere between anything sub 200 on Boeing, I think it's a strong buy. Not financial advice, not a recommendation. You will lose money, but just keep that in the back of your mind there as you're watching Boeing find some support here at that $200 level. It's a good time to add. I don't know about trading the options. Even though I've been, Boeing has been my most profitable company this year. I've just been spending a lot of time watching it trade and actually making trades off the bad publicity and that sort of thing. So Boeing's been really good to me this year. I don't know if I can tell. Let me see if it'll tell me what the annual return has been for me on Boeing. Oh, I don't have any Boeing positions open on my on this one for my options to tell you exactly what it's been doing all year. But anyway, Boeing's been good. And the only reason Boeing's been good is because I've been watching the action. So some of the things that I like to preach on here is just get yourself a nice basket of shares. A nice basket of stocks that you like to trade and watch it. Spend time charting it. Spend time learning about it. Type in the ticker symbol on X or Twitter and like read up on it. But what you're going to get the best return on it is by just watching the price action. And placing a couple of trades here and there and setting some levels. So one of the reasons I took the Boeing trade was because every Sunday we do our expected range, right? So we set levels on the expected range. And I noticed that it was getting towards the bottom of the range here. And it gave me some confidence to take a long on it. All right, Boeing is holding at 190. It just keeps waking below it, but it's starting to get right back up to that 190 level. So that hopefully is the bottom for Tesla for today. All right, here's Boeing trying to make another effort at that downward resistance. See if we can break through that. And then Target, as you guys know, Target reports earnings before market open tomorrow morning. Target's been beat up, obviously, as you guys know. I think it was as high as 261 at one point. But Target's been beat up, and it has earnings tomorrow. We have shares on that, so we've been accumulating shares on Target. Hopefully, it pays off tomorrow. All right, there's your SPY making another attempt to the upside. See, this is the pre-market high, this green line here, and it's been tested twice already. So we'll see if it's making another attempt now, so we can break above it. Hopefully, it pulls up some of these other stocks with it, like Tesla and Apple. Nice. Hey man, this music, man, has been really good today. Shout outs to the DJ, man. Gotta add that to the playlist. All right, traders, we've got about 5 more minutes till we go off air. Do not forget that we are doing a giveaway. We will be raffling off a book on the 15th of March, which will be 2 Fridays from now. We are giving away The Best Loser Wins by Tom Hogarth. If you are in the United States, we'll be mailing you this book. All you got to do is go Shimano Trader on Instagram, find this post, follow the rules, and then you will be entered into a raffle where we'll be raffling off this book, and then we'll mail you the book. The book talks a lot about the psychology of a trader. It's an easy read. It spends a lot of time talking about, why you hang on to your losers and why you cut your winners. So it's a great topic. It's a topic that a lot of us traders struggle with. So find the post on Instagram at Shimano Traders. Nobody has done it. Not one. I've been promoting it for about 2-3 weeks now. Nobody has done it, and that's cool. I'm not butthurt or anything, but if you want to increase your chances of winning, all you got to do is go follow the rules on that post, and you'll get that book. Right? It's pretty simple. But like Jim Rohn likes to say, it's easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. So it's okay. If you are the only one, then you'll be the winner. It's just it's just that simple. So please check that out, and make sure you check out our YouTube channel as well, and you subscribe to the show here on Tradecaster, and thanks for your support. Got some good jams today. Yeah, Target looks like it's forming a bear flag. I don't have it on the screen here, but it is if you check out that chart. All right, and then I'd like to see Tesla regain the support at 190. We'll see if Apple finds some support too. We took some just some lotto plays on Apple. We have 182.50 calls for Friday just to see if those play out sometime this week. Or $18, so we just took those. Man, some good jams today. All right, SPR, man. SPR spiked in the morning, sold off a bit, and then now it's bouncing back up. Remember, SPR is an acquisition target by Boeing, so Boeing wants to buy SPR. But on that note, traders, I don't know what you guys got going on the rest of your day, but I have a business to run, so I got to get going. Want to wish you guys all a good luck the rest of the way here. I will be back on air on Wednesday, 6 a.m. We'll do some pre-market prep, see where things are with the expected range for the week on some of the stocks that we did chart this week. So come back Wednesday. Subscribe to the show here. You'll get a notification once we come online. But we will be on Wednesday, 6 a.m. You guys can join me then. Other than that, we're going to continue to watch our Tesla calls and our Apple calls, as well as our Boeing. We've taken shares on that. No options on that. So other than that, man, you guys have a great rest of your day. Don't spend too much time in front of your computer. Get out and walk around. Get some sun. That's what I'm going to be doing after this, going on my daily walk with my wife. And then just start working on some jobs that we got lined up for this week. But thanks for hanging out with me today, traders. Good luck the rest of the way. Do not forget we got that book that we're giving away. If you guys want that. But other than that, thank you very much for joining me today. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Trade safe, guys.